when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame, but when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given.
Well, the temperatures are cooling off, but the sun is still shining, and that makes for perfect football weather in the city of Pittsburgh at Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the London Bulldogs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. A bullet throw, but incomplete. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
Call that a gain of 11. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Pick it now, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown of the year. And the Bulldogs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis. And now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Pickett to throw on first down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Pickett. Going up top. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
From the gun, here's Pickett. Able to connect with Dotson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down. Pickett right back to the air again. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs have moved out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Boston, the man in motion left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Completes this one to Pickens. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On the give, this is Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Pickett sets up play action. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. This will go to Henry out wide. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett, quick slant, Dotson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. They set up the screen for Henry. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Pickett. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Pickett on 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll run with Robinson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Off play action, Pickett. Henry's got it, out on the left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Inside handoff, Henry. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 69 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Pickett now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin from 4 yards out. And the Bulldogs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Second down at 7. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Yeah, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw, Pickett. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a pickup of 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And touchdown! Jahan Dotson, 35 yards. And the Bulldogs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field again, CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow deficit a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Henry up the middle. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Touchdown! Antonio Gibson from 3 yards out. And the Bulldogs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, 32 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
From the 17, Pickett. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Pickett back to throw. Able to connect with Dotson. Finding space at the 40. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20. Touchdown. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And a great return as he's up close.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my